rounded up some of the new drugstore products for the month of June. I've had most of these for well over a week. I've put everything to the test, so I'm going to give you guys a little review of each one just in terms of how they worked out for me personally. So let's just jump right in. So Covergirl had quite a few new products on display, and the two items that really caught my eye initially were a new foundation and also a primer. So let's start by talking about the foundation. This bottle is very reminiscent of the Covergirl 3-in-1, which I no longer have. I used it up last summer, but I really did enjoy that foundation. I thought it had great coverage, it had great staying power, great blendability, and I thought this perhaps might be like just like slightly more luminous version of that foundation. This is called the Covergirl Outlast Stay Luminous Natural Glow Foundation. If you guys know me, I love a good glow. I love a nice luminous foundation. I love that like lit from within look. Highlighters, like I probably overdo it a bit, but I love just luminosity. So when I saw Stay Luminous, I was like, oh yeah, no, you're mine. Let's talk about what I do like about this foundation, and that is the packaging. It comes in a nice glass jar. You do get a pump, which I always love, especially when drugstore companies include pumps in their foundation. That is always a win for me. Most of the colors were geared more towards lighter to medium skin tones. If you have more of a deeper, darker skin tone, I'm not sure that you're gonna find a good match in this line. That bothers me. I just wish companies would, you know, like I feel like you need a good 20 shades. Is that asking too much? It might be. But at any rate, I think I counted 7 shades, so that was kind of a negative for me. I do think this gives my skin a little bit of brightness. It does give me a little bit of like a healthy look, but I just don't find that it gives me that sort of like dewy, luminous finish that I would kind of be led to believe it would, because it's called Stay Luminous. The other thing about this is I don't think that it does last all day. On me, it tends to break down after about 6 hours. So I really had better luck with the Covergirl 3-in-1 that I used last summer, and if you guys are looking for like an incredible drugstore foundation, the one that I have been using the most is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour with Comfort Serum. Again, it doesn't really give you like a luminous finish. It's definitely not matte though. It's just like a nice, even sort of finish. But this lasts all day. It's got great coverage, and it's just my go-to drugstore foundation right now. This guy, I'd give probably like a C. Maybe I'm harsh, but I don't know, I just didn't feel like it lasted all day on me, and it just didn't have that luminosity that I was expecting. Let's talk about the primer. The primer is one of these like creamy sort of lotion type primers. I do feel like it's got a little bit of moisture, so that's nice. This did extend the wear of this foundation, but only by about an hour. I still didn't get like all day wear from the foundation, and I used this primer with some of my other foundations, and I felt the same. I felt like it just extended the wear of those foundations by about an hour. Again, one of my favorite primers from the drugstore is the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. This one also kind of fills in your pores, so this is my go-to, and I'm just kind of showing you guys other items, because when I find something like the Rimmel Lasting 25-Hour that I really love, I kind of hold everything else to that standard just because, you know, I know that's available. Let's keep going with some new Covergirl products. I'm going to show you guys the item that I loved the most, possibly out of everything here. This is a mascara from Covergirl. It is the Super Sizer, and you guys, this is my new favorite drugstore mascara. I kid you not. This is amazing. The wand is really cool. So it's kind of skinny, and then it just juts out a little tiny bit at the top. You get like just a little tiny bit more width. And then I think the spikes are pretty even all the way around. There's something about this though that just grabs onto your lashes, and it gives them length and volume. It does get just a little bit clumpy. I don't mind that if you're not into a clumpy kind of look. The Covergirl Clump Crusher is a great one that tends to kind of not clump, hence the name Clump Crusher. I don't get any sort of flaking. It sticks around all day, and I just really like what it does. I do have some falsies on today, but I also have this on top of them, and it's just been my go-to. So I think the claim is this is supposed to give you like 400 times the length and volume, which is a crazy amount, but I will say, like, I definitely get some noticeable length and volume, so I would highly recommend this mascara. Okay, other thing I picked up from Covergirl, 2 of their new lip balm pencil kind of things. Let's start with this one. This is called the Covergirl Lip Perfection Jumbo Gloss Balm, and I have this shade, I think this is called Cotton Candy. It's got a twisty, so you can twist it up and down, and it's comfortable, it's not drying. I'm pretty sure this is new. This was in the new section. If this has been around for a while, forgive me, but I'll just give you a quick review anyway because it was new to me. It's very, very sheer. It's a little bit more sheer than I thought it would be. Hopefully you can see that, but it does give your lips just a nice healthy shine. So I actually have been using this. I've just kind of tossed it in my purse, and if I want to just reapply, you know, when I'm out and about with my kids and doing, you know, just different errands, I think it is just a nice subtle gloss. It's not going to give you a ton of color payoff. Your natural pigmentation is going to come through a bit, but it is pretty and it is comfortable. So there's that one. The other one I have is one of the Jumbo Gloss Cream. So that's what it was. Right, so this one was a balm, this one is a cream. And the color I have is called Strawberry Frappe. Love that name. Again, it's got a twisty, which is nice, so you don't have to sharpen it. And this one definitely has more pigmentation. There it is right there. Really, really pretty color. It is a little bit creamy. It's nice and opaque. Again, I don't find it drying, and it does tend to stick around. I get just the slightest bit of feathering with these, so you might want to do a little bit of a lip liner before applying it, but I really do like it. I think it's a nice bright summer kind of pinky red, so really do like that. Okay, a couple new things from Maybelline. Maybelline is celebrating their 100th year anniversary, and they have like this really cute 100th year collection, and it's got like a cityscape on it. So I picked up one of their eyeshadow duos and also one of the lipsticks. Let's start with the lipstick because I'm kind of on a lipstick kick here. Guys, I love this lipstick. This is in the shade Purposeful Mauve, and usually I don't go for mauve-y tones, but something about this one really spoke to me, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but I have actually worn it quite a bit. I'll put it right here. So here's the swatch, and it's just a beautiful kind of like rose tone mauve. Probably a little more appropriate for the fall time, but I've been wearing it anyway because I just think it's so flattering. It's just really pretty. It's just a very flattering color, and I think it would be flattering on a lot of different skin tones. So if you happen to see this and you're into the Maybelline lipsticks, I don't really get too much of a scent from these. I think someone said once they smelled like Play-Doh, and I kind of agree, but it's not something that really sticks around. I'm kind of sensitive to some of those L'Oreal lipsticks, but this one I really like. I also picked up the limited edition Color Molten Duo, and this is in the shade number 407 Rose Rush. Now I do have a couple other ones that I chose to show you guys as well. I have Taupe Craze and also Nude Rush. Taupe Craze I've actually worn quite a few times, and it gives you a very sort of like no makeup look. I'll just insert a little swatch for you guys. It's really pretty, but it's very, very subtle. And one day I threw it on my eyes, and then I was like, you know, I'm not really sure. And then my husband complimented my makeup. He was like, I really like your eyes today. He's like, they just look very natural and pretty. So I was like, well, thanks. So if you're looking for that sort of like no makeup sort of look, I think these are really nice. They do tend to stick around, and they're nice. They're creamy. They kind of remind me of a creamier version of those Maybelline Bouncy blushes. They're subtle. They're not like incredibly pigmented, but like I said, they just give you more of like a natural kind of makeup look. So I picked up the limited edition one. Like I said, it's called Rose Blush, and I'm not a huge fan of this, mostly because of this pink color. I did wear this the other day, and I thought it would kind of be a pretty like iridescent pink, but the pink kind of base color just kind of disappears, and you're just left with some sparkle. So I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of that. My eyes just look kind of glittery that day. The brown color is nice for the crease, but I would recommend Taupe Craze. Okay, last item from Maybelline I have is a new mascara. Again, I'm all about trying mascaras. This is called the Colossal Chaotic Lash Volume Express. It is waterproof, and this is supposed to give you kind of, I think the display said like a sexy mess. So it's supposed to give you that really clumpy, sort of like sexy look, if that, what am I doing? The wand looks just like that. The wand kind of looks clumpy and spiky itself. I gotta say though, I wore this yesterday and I kept trying to build it up because initially I just wasn't really getting much payoff, much product, I suppose. I just felt like I had to keep layering it, and eventually I did achieve that sort of like clumpy look that they were talking about. But I feel like you can really do that with almost any mascara. If you just keep layering it on and layering it on, eventually it's gonna get clumpy and give you that sort of like sexy, messy look. Thing about this though is that I did get some fallout from it. I had like some flaking issues throughout the day, so I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this. I do have to say again though that the Covergirl Supersizer really did work well for me. Okay, 2 more products, and I gotta say I really like both of them. So the first one is from Almay. It is a new eyeshadow trio. I wasn't really sure. I've kind of been hit and miss with Almay eyeshadows in the past. This is kind of cool packaging. It opens like so. And then you've got quite a bit of product in here actually, and they've laid it out in the same way that they've laid out some of their other trios, where like this is your lid, crease, and highlight shade, so it's very user friendly. It also comes with a really awkward sponge tip applicator, and I say awkward because it's meant to fit in this little rounded case. So I actually was like trying to figure out how I would use this, and I don't know. I don't usually use sponge tip applicators anyway, but this one I find especially difficult because it's on an angle, and I just think, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I found this kind of useless. However, the eyeshadows I actually really like. I'm wearing them today. I've been wearing them a lot this week. I have the shade 110 Trio for Blue Eyes. So they have a trio for blue, a trio for green, a trio for brown. I'm not sure if they have another one, but they have at least those 3. Let me just give you guys a swatch. These are so soft. I mean, they're really nice shadows. It's kind of hard to get my fingers in there, but there you go. I'll insert a better picture for you guys, but these are just really pretty drugstore shadows. They wear quite well. I haven't gotten any fallout from them. I mean, they're not glitter. One in the middle, at certain angles, looks like there might be the tiniest bit of shimmer in it, but it's really hard to tell. And it definitely doesn't transfer to your eyes if I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. But these are just, I would describe these as kind of a satin finish. This brown color on the lid is so pretty. I was really pleasantly surprised with this trio. I really like it. Like I said, it's easy to apply. It just, you know, it's just easy, and it's something that I can just throw in a bag when I'm traveling, and it's just a nice neutral eye look. So I was really impressed with this. Last item I have is another lipstick, and this one is from Revlon. I'm wearing it on my lips. I've had this on for a while, so it's probably toned down. Let me just touch it up here. Guys, I love this lip color. So this is just like a true hot pink lip gloss, and it's got some shimmer in it, and I mean, let's be honest, I'm 32. Hot pink shimmery lipstick could be a really terrible idea, but I just think this one is, I think it's flattering. I love the packaging. You've got this cute little gemstone on the top. It's really pigmented. So let me just show you guys a swatch. Awkward swatching. Are you kidding me? Like, this is definitely one of the most pigmented lip glosses I've ever seen, especially from the drugstore. It's really comfortable. It's not sticky. It's not like, it's not drying, and I don't get any sort of smell from it. It does come with a brush, which I like. I think you can get like some nice precision with that. This is so pretty. And I should tell you the name, I suppose. It's number 510. I think it's called HD Tourmaline. Tourmaline? Such a pretty hot pink sort of pop of color with like a nice neutral eye. I think you're good to go. So those are the products that I have recently tried from the drugstore. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. I'd love to know your thoughts on any of these products if you've tried them, or any other new products that you have tried from the drugstore. I totally appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, I would so appreciate if you did. Take care of each other, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye guys.